the analogy I use is a plane has to land at some point, but it seems like parents and the adults in your life think that we should always be able to operate at 35,000 feet, i.e., straight A's, when it's like, no, sometimes, I got to take a loss here. Or it's like even Elon Musk, who's a billionaire, has had failed companies, and Bill Gates and all these top execs, like they're not getting all A's across the board. Like they've got
Yeah.
divorces, they've got lawsuits, they got struggles. So if you read one of the best things that advice I got was in my 20s, was a mentor of mine, and just a wildly successful entrepreneur, and he said to read biographies. And he said the reason why
Yeah, I
you want
love
to
reading
read
biographies.
Yeah.
biographies is so that you get a complete picture of a person's life. Because what happens is right now you're comparing yourself mostly to your other friends and what they're doing
Hmm.
right now. But there's such a small window of their life where you're comparing yourself to
Right.
celebrities, and it's just a snapshot. But when you read a biography, you get to see a person going up and down, struggle and challenge, win and loss. And you go, oh, this is a part of life. I'm not the only one going through this.
Hmm.
But if you
Right.
read like a self-help book, it's going to make you feel like you got to do more. And if you just think positive, and it's like, come on, like it's another
Yeah.
ridiculous expectation that we're putting on you. So I would highly encourage you to read biographies of anybody, men, women, of anybody who've lived in the past, even if they've lived like 30 years ago, or even read fiction, because fiction will give you more ideas about life than unfortunately your parents will, because they're trying to protect you.
That's interesting. Like you say, biographies. I'm actually reading one now about Michael Jordan. And it's like 10 different chapters about like his attributes that made him MJ. And like the first chapter is like his focus. And so I was reading that, and for me, like in school and basketball, like when the coach is telling me like a play, for some reason I cannot focus on that play. I'm in a different world,
Hmm.
and so it made me kind of feel like, oh, I'm not good enough to be great, like Michael Jordan. But it's just a simple, nuance. There are like some, things as I read on that I do see alike with him, and it goes back to that whole thing like we were talking about before. Like, we're all three of us, I can say, like we have, pretty good lives, and like there's a certain expectation and pressure that we're surrounded with that we have to live up to. And we talked about this a couple episodes ago, and it's really interesting, and you see, you know how it rubs off on people.